Donald Trump tells us he's the Antichrist through his digital NFT cards because so many of these cards match the prophetic Antichrist scriptures. Are you ready to see these? The first seal in Revelation 6 talks about the rider of the white horse that carried a bow and went forth conquering and to conquer. The second seal describes how the beast is given power to take peace from the earth and how he is given a great sword. The third seal is describing that the Antichrist receives a pair of balances. And if you notice, there's also a sword in his other hand. When the fourth seal opens, we see that he rides in on a pale horse. This card fulfills two scriptures, the first being in Daniel 7:23, where it talks about that the Antichrist will devour the whole earth and tread it down, exactly what that's showing in this card. The second one being Revelation 13:2, where the Antichrist has the mouth of a lion. Now, this fourth beast also represents Nebuchadnezzar. We know how Nebuchadnezzar wanted to be worshipped, so just like that, the Antichrist in Revelation 13:4 also wants to be worshipped. And look at this card that Donald Trump has created of himself. Kind of looks like a golden calf, doesn't it? Daniel 11:37 shows that he magnifies himself over every god. And remember, we cannot serve God and money. Daniel 8:25 again is a verse that describes the Antichrist and how he magnifies himself. Look at how he calls himself the greatest of all time and Super Trump. Those muscles. Trump's NFT card of his mugshot perfectly aligns with 2 Thessalonians 2:8, where he is called the lawless one. And in this card, he is shown breaking all restraints of the law. We know the Antichrist will have mighty satanic power, and here he is in these cards showing power that is satanic. Daniel 7:25 tells us the Antichrist will change laws, and Project 2025 will do just that. Here he is on his NFT card standing in front of two presidents. One was for trade, the other was for civil rights. He's blocking those two and has added his own face on Mount Rushmore instead. This is his card showing him as George Washington because that's what he wants to do. He wants to wipe out all the rights that we have gained since that president. Daniel 11:39 tells us the Antichrist will have strange gods. Here he is on his card holding a thunderbolt just like Zeus. Here's another with the strange gods. Donald Trump's card. He's holding an orb in his hand, just like Jupiter does. Revelation 13:7 tells us the Antichrist makes war with the saints and is given power over peoples and nations, hence the Trump world and the rifle. Here's one of the scriptures that talks about the abomination of desolation sitting in the holy temple. Get into that position in the first place, they've got to be good friends with Israel. Daniel 8:9 tells us that the Antichrist starts small but waxes great. This Trump card shows him holding a flag as a nationalist, but then moving on to conquer the world. We know the name of the Antichrist is the Beast, and the name of his car, the Beast. Donald Trump knows who he is, and he openly tells us through his digital NFT card. He is the Pharaoh that opposes God and his purposes and holds souls in captivity. Remember that those who stand with Pharaoh suffer with Pharaoh. For those that continue to stand with the Pharaoh Antichrist Trump, repent, because he is fulfilling all of these prophecies.